It's 9:10 p.m. Saturday night, and it's May the 11th. Let's talk about torture, how it's done. Let's just do today. Ever since I woke up this morning, the white Southern local police have been torturing my tush area nonstop. It's either hurts or hurts worse. And it's hurting now. I gotta admit, he's not backing down. And I guess you're going, well, it don't look like you're in agony. But what if you feel that pain for 18 straight hours? And how stressful it is. And he hadn't let up. It's either the way it is now or it's worse. Or they are. There's got to be at least 3 cops because this is 24/7. And why are they putting so much stress on me? Why am I so important? But wait a minute. Let's go with the way of torture. They must go to a school of torturing. They all do the same thing. Well, I don't know if that's true. But they torture. They get tortured in 1,000 different ways. Well, anyway, I guess all I wanted to say was they had to go to a school of torturing, but they're breaking the law. The law says fleeting pain. Today it's been nonstop. Breaking the law. They're doing it now. And it hurts. But not enough where you got to scream, holler. But it hurts in the tush area. And there's no marks. And they know this. So that when I tell anybody, and I don't have we call it the press, Robbie Brown, he's over at the New York Times Atlanta Bureau, asked me for a second source. I don't have a second. Well, I do. I got the neighborhood watchers, the NAACP, and the cops. But do you believe they're going to admit it? You ain't going to see any marks on me. The only way you're going to do it, and excuse me, is to look at my hemorrhoids. I don't have any hemorrhoid problems. That's where they just don't stop. And of course, they're blown up. And when they stop, every once in a while, they actually stop. No hemorrhoid problems. It's a pretty good system, a pretty correct system, and I could go to anybody and everybody. They'll say that you're crazy because I can't. There ain't no marks on my body except for the hemorrhoids. Of course, I can go to the doctor. He'll say, well, you're totally healthy. I don't know why you got hemorrhoid problems, blah, blah, blah. But I haven't done it. And again, somebody with a master's degree in electrical engineering, too scared to tell me who or she is. Yeah, this is doable. What you're talking about can happen. And he or she didn't want to give me where he's from or she's from or name. Said it spent a lot of time setting up a new email account and all this stuff. And he or she sent me 4 emails before I even saw the 4th one. I get about 50 emails a day. Well, anyway, it's frustrating. It really is. People, it exists. Why is it so hard to believe that there's not technology where somebody can be tortured inside their house by some electrical engineering system? God, it seems like I could go on and on the types of torture. how it's done. Uh, Small. I guess I'm just wasting your time and my time. Oh, all I can say is watch me die nice and slow. And the problem is not medical, it's physical torture. And they got me. If the press won't believe me, if the press won't tell the world what's going on, come right in here. But they ain't gonna zap you when you get in here. See how magical this is? It's very, very clever. But is it hard to believe that you can be zapped? It feels like DC current. No. Then I asked this person, could this be done by X-ray? I thought, wow, X-ray. And he or she didn't answer. First, could it be microwave? And he and she put an aluminum pan, well, he said aluminum foil, where it hurts. So I did, and I said, well, it still hurts. Well, it's not microwave. Okay, fine. And then I suggested another form of energy. Can't remember what it was. He said, no, it ain't that. But then when I asked X-ray, then he didn't say anything. Changed the subject. Stanford has a collaboration with the U.S. Air Force, and to build an X-ray weapon that'll shoot down incoming missiles. Look it up. Stanford X-ray, U.S. Air Force. Google. You'll find it. So I asked him about X-ray. Could I be being tortured by X-ray? No answer. That's it. Nothing really new. It just hurts. And they're listening. But I got to admit, they are torturing me a lot less. Now I'm with a outfit called Press Pass. PRESSPASS. Where they're a very respectable organization. That gives tips to famous journalists. Just hooked up with them. But I got to do the work. I mean, they show me the journalists. And because this is coming from Press Pass, they're going to look at it. Who's going to respect me? I'm just average Joe Smo. So this might work. And an outfit called Muck Rack. It has to do with muck rack. Same principle. It's very detailed to get them to back you up. They see my videos. I'm surprised they've taken me under their wing. All they've seen is my videos that you see. They're backing me up. I've had told strangers, give me advice. Except the only problem is I don't have a second sword. Now, why won't the NAACP back me up when I called them about the racism? Because the NAACP is afraid of the white Southern society, culture. It's white Southern cops that got this torture system. It ain't the African Americans. Now, the NAACP used to come around here all the time and do loud ba-boom, ba-boom. Cars, vehicles. That's how they got to stop the racism around here and run the races out. But then came the cops with this torture system. Now the NAACP ain't hardly doing it at all because I assume they're getting zapped like me. So they can't go ba-boom, ba-boom super loud. That's why the NAACP ain't going to say nothing. They're too afraid of the white Southern culture. They're outnumbered. And the whites got the power. And they're more willing to kill than the NAACP. That's why the NAACP ain't going to back me up. They're afraid they'll end up like me. So there's nobody's going to back me up because this is the South. We got high tech that these Southerners can use and abuse. And if you go against white Southern society, you'll end up like me. With everybody looking as I slowly get tortured to death. And they're going to get away with it because it's a white Southern culture, which is the most violent in the United States. The three biggest regions in the world that murder the most: number one, Africa. Number two, South America. Guess who's number three in the world in murders per 100,000 per 100,000 per year? The American South. Number three. This is a violent culture that creates the most racist, the most hate groups, the poorest health in America, the lowest income, because it's the most violent. Now, why is it the most violent? Why is anybody violent? For power's sake. That's the South, people. Quote, people that journey to the South never become Southerners. There's a reason why. And it's just got to do with power. And the South has the highest crime rate in the world. 250% more. Well, 250% more than China in second place. The highest crime rate. Because they lust after power. More than anybody else in the world. And they're the most deceitful. Look at this. I'm going to be slowly tortured right in front of everybody. And they're going to get away with it. You can't get any more deceitful than that. When you can torture people in front of everybody and get away with it, and everybody knows that you're not a criminal, that you're not harassing anybody, and they get away with it in this world, you think they're doing it honestly? The South is very deceitful. Look at this. Look what the Southerners are doing with high tech. There's no overview, people. Look how many neighborhood watchers there are in this country. Thousands? Tens of thousands? How is the government going to overview every neighborhood watch? And then you're going to give the Southerners a torture system. Well, look what they're doing with it. Let's get it while I might be, though, one of the very few that are being slowly tortured to death. My name is Leslie E. Doyle, Jr., Shreveport, Louisiana. Well, there's a few of us here. Address 3902 Richmond Avenue, 71106. See if you can find any criminal charges against me. You ain't going to find it. He's keeping it steady. He just did my right foot a little bit. Cop, you want to be honest? Want to zap me somewhere else? No. All right. Still got a few seconds. I guess that's it. It's frustrating. Been putting up with this since August of 2011. Torture. And I look 20 years older than I am. I look like I'm 82 instead of 63. But it's getting better. And I tell them everything I'm doing. Everything. And they're backing off. Just this close. Thanks.